Okay. Welcome to Cyberdyne Skynet. No ID required. Please look into the scanner. You guys like that? Let's see if that comes up on Twitter. Welcome to Cyberdyne Skynet. No ID required. Please look into the scanner. Oh, 2 eyes for Iinto. God bless America. I always screw up the titles, man. It goes across 15 channels. A typo. Unbelievable. Unreal. How's it going? You guys see this rain coming down? You know, I'm just loving it because my friend from across...
Sing.
Oops.
Looking good, nay.
We'll have to see what happens here. The drain might not be working all that good. It's bubbling up, son.
Super sing. How you been, man?
Sat beer! Bro, how's it going, homie? DJ Satty Sat. What? I've been good, man. How's Canada, bro? It's nice to see you.
Mark 83. Hey. Hi, friends.
Oh, boy. I mean, it's not flooding like it was. It's not that bad. I can just put some rock right there, actually.
We're sing. Going great, man. Canada's alright, but we staying up.
You staying up? Hell yeah, buddy. So the reason I'm loving this right now, since we put all these wood chips here, but they were covered with dirt, and now the rain has come and rinsed all the sand off of the wood chips. So it looks like it's almost done. So my banana plants are going to love all this rain, I'm sure. They love the water. So yeah, I should stop looking at those.
Batch elder. Cheers.
Hey, cheers, buddy. How's it going, Roger? My bong water is so dirty I'm embarrassed to show you guys. You can still see the downstem in there. That's my line. You know, if I can't see the downstem, it's time to do something about that dirty bong water. Dolly Parton is trending.
Why you Beaslin 420 Torres. Yo, Brotatica.
Yo, Brotato Chip. Yo, Enoch. What's up, son?
Southern Fisherman 843. Ola. Lisa Fernie. Hello, Nay.
Hi, Lisa. Hey, Token Dave. How's it going, buddy? So good to see you. Ted Cruz is challenging Joe Biden's student loan forgiveness bill in court. Really? What an asshole. What a freaking asshole, man. Oh, my God.
Sing. This narration is hilarious. Penis.
I know,
Josh
right?
G. Afternoon. Griffin. Big Nay.
Penis. Oh.
Enoch Y. Beaslin 420 Torres.
Diamonds.
Smoking some nerds diamonds.
Well, you're better than me. What can I say? You're better than me.
Super Sing.
Oh my God, this rain. Oh my God, it's almost like hail. It's breaking down my banana plant right there, dude. I think it's going to break my banana leaves off, which, you know. They'll recover.
Fisherman 843. I must say, penis.
Oh, you guys are hilarious today. You know that?
Hey, Merc.
You guys want to hear the rain?
Super Singh.
You hear the thunder out
What
there?
have I started, lol?
What have you started? Penis. That's what you started. Ooh, no, the water's coming in now. I'm getting wet. I'm getting wet. The rain's blowing in sideways. Where's my polka? Good times. Let's burn.
Some get wet, others feel the rain. Southern Fisherman 843. A good times, let's burn.
Okay.
Fried Drive. Sup?
Yo, Billy Valentine. What's up, buddy? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna do Orange Bud, man. I need to stay up. I don't wanna get down, you know, because I'm going to my girlfriend's tonight, and I got to drive kind of far to get there. So I want to not be so fucked up by the time I leave out of here. That means there probably won't be a night show, guys, most likely.
Drive. I want to know.
So this is it. You got
Have
me
you
now.
ever seen the rain? Is a stupid song lyric.
Have you
Southern
ever seen the
Fisherman
rain? I know.
843.
Yeah, we've seen the rain coming down.
Got this blue dream, I'm enjoying it very much.
I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? Well, I felt the rain. I've seen the rain too. I'm looking at it right now. Oh, my umbrella got knocked over. Son of a bitch. No big deal. Fuck that umbrella. That thing needs to be in the garbage anyway. Fuck everything. Dude, it's so wet outside. Oh my god. Looks like we're underwater out there. Do you see all this? Look at the water bubbling up. This is the hose coming off of my roof, but it's terminating right there. And it's a problem. That's going to be erosion, man. Right there. We're going to end up with a big hole. You got to figure out what to do with that.
Fisherman 843.
Not take those rocks. I told him to take
Cheers,
those
nay,
rocks.
and cheers all. Fried Drive. That song was written by a 4-year-old. And so was their band name.
Creedence Clearwater. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody. What time is it? Oh, quarter of the hour. Perfect timing. We're going to be eating Papa Joe's Italian tonight. I ordered the veal parmesan with a large salad. Cheers, guys.
Lisa Fernie. Cheers.
So, they keep forgetting our garlic knots.
Sing.
And we keep ordering them.
Cheers.
And they rip us off every time.
Griffin. Ray's Pizza Subud. Enoch Wayubislin 420 Torres. Cheers #NLRC. Griffin. Cheers to Canicnos.
Right? So, they've forgotten our garlic knots 3 times. They owed us garlic knots. They had to give us free garlic knots last time. But my mom keeps forgetting, and she's the one that goes and picks up the food. And I'm like, Mom, don't forget to tell them, don't forget the garlic knots. And we've been going over this and over this and over this. And today I heard her on the phone ordering the food. And she said, and you know what? You guys keep forgetting our garlic knots. And he's like, I could hear it. I was on speaker. And he was like, you're kidding me. He's like, do you check before you leave? And she's like, I asked the lady behind the counter
Drive.
if you remembered our garlic knots. And she goes, yeah, the garlic knots are in there.
Caught up by a 4-year-old reading road signs in a pool while watching Frankenstein.
And then we get home, and there's no garlic knots. And he goes, oh, you can't trust anybody who works out of this place. He's like, look in the bag yourself next time. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to have to do that, I guess. You know what? I've turned Mom into an actual garlic Nazi. And I like it. She is on the garlic knots, and we're definitely having garlic knots tonight because I'm sending fucking the goddamn troops over there, man. She's garlic Nazi. We're gonna handle that shit. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna smoke another bong hit, and it's almost 4:20 in Newfoundland, which gives me an idea. We can smoke. Huh? Did you see that? The shoulders for effect? They clicked when I'm getting old, man. Oof. Hey, what do you guys think? You guys want a smoky time with me? Huh? We could talk. Moo!
Peter Guitar Jam. Moo.
Moo. I'm mooing, son.
Enoch Yu Beaslin 420 Torres. Enoch Yu Beaslin 420 Torres. Love it.
White Beaslin.
Josh G.
White Beaslin.
I fucking hate when they expect you to check on your shit. I should be able to order something and it not be wrong. Fuck you for making me have to check cause your employees lazy or too dumb. Fried Drive.
Josh G.
Holy shit. What a dick. Rename the place Lip Shits Pizza.
The shoulder effect.
Enoch Yu Beaslin 420 Torres.
You said you're ready to smoke?
The shoulder effect.
Yeah, give me a
Griffin.
Okay.
All right.
My
Josh
favorite
G.
cyber is the
That's
fresh
just how
is
I
a
feel.
freshly disturbed cyber that's just
Fried
getting
Drive.
on the mic. That's my favorite cyber.
Cheers.
He's like,
Hash
you can
perfect
see him
by
going
the
like
OG.
this. Oh, all right, man. Give me a second here. Give him about 5-10 minutes of that, and then it's, bro, you ready to smoke, bro?
Josh G. Happens to me all the time at Taco Bell, but I expect that nonsense at that shithole.
I expect that
All right.
nonsense at that shithole. Now you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
No law regarding cannabis. It's 4:20 in Newfoundland. Cheers, everybody. We got
Yes.
cyber reload here.
Super Singh. AE Cyber.
Back off, Chicklet. My brother and
Fried
I,
Drive. You're right.
we have
I can hear when Cyber
we
hasn't
live
kicked
life in the
crust out
fast
his
lane.
butt
That
yet.
means no stop signs, no red lights, and there's no pulling over to take pictures. You see this man right here?
What's up?
He's my co-pilot on his magic carpet ride, so keep clear, kiddo, or get swept up in the landslide rubble. Dude, I'm going to get that to where I know it by heart. I fucking can't wait. Back off, Chicklet. My brother and I, we live life in the fast lane. That's pretty harsh. Okay. So,
Enoch Yu Beaslin 420 Torres. Bro, make the bean burrito great again, no turd intended. That food is garbage, by the way.
you were so funny, you know.
Les Peter Guitar Jam. Lol fried.
I know, right? What a statesman. So, I want to tell you guys, I want to give you a little bit of backstory, a little history. I've been watching some stuff, and I found it interesting. It was the Senate hearings around what was going on with Carter Page and another FBI agent. I believe that was their names. Not sure, but they were emailing, they were messaging each other on their phones. You guys are going to remember this in a second. A guy and a girl, FBI agents. One guy's cheating on his wife with this girl. And they were texting back and forth about the Trump election. This was before Donald Trump won the election in 2016. And she was like, we can't let Donald Trump win. And he's like, we won't. You know, he was texting her back and forth, and he works for the FBI. In fact, he was working on an investigation revolving both Hillary Clinton for her emails and then eventually Donald Trump. So this guy was right there, and he had his hands in the cookie jar. And he's saying, you know, I've got political allegiances privately. Now, what was so interesting about these Senate hearings, the questioning that I don't like Republicans. Okay, I fucking hate them. Just so you guys know, I fucking hate Republicans. Okay, I hate you. But at the same time, that Trey Gowdy guy, he's really good. I mean, he obviously used to be a fucking lawyer, and his lines of questioning are extreme, and they get right to the point, and he wastes no time. He's a professional, and he knows exactly what to do, how to do his job. So as a senator, someone who is there like a judge, questioning what someone's actions were. You know, I sat there and I listened to him, and he's grilling the FBI agent, right? And he wants to know what the context was of when he said, we'll stop it. When he says, we'll stop Donald Trump from becoming president of the United States. We'll stop it. And he's asking the guy, what's your definition of it? He says, are you talking about, and the guy said, Donald Trump's candidacy to run for president of the United States. Literally looked him right in the eye and said that. This was fascinating.
Fried Drive.
Yeah, I hate Republicans.
I never knew.
I hate Republicans.
Think you're no someone.
Hey, Republicans. Yeah, hey, Republicans. Look what you did. Look what you did to women's rights with your bullshit. Okay, that's what you did. You're the ones that wanted to hire Donald Trump. I want to hire Donald Trump. I want him to work for me. You guys are a bunch of cuck bitches. You know, for years they watching him fire people and be a boss, and you guys just couldn't wait to make him work for you. And now this is what he did to you. He took all your women's rights away. So I fucking hate you. Fuck you. You're Republican. Fuck off. That's where I'm at with that. At the same time, Trey Gowdy makes a lot of sense. So much to the point that I'm going to let you watch him grill this guy. And even more importantly is the FBI agent's response, which, as I said, it's fascinating. His response is just as important and meaningful as the line of questioning that Trey Gowdy was giving him. Are you guys ready? You guys want to see some shit? I mean, you fucking fuck Law and Order, bro. This real life shit sometimes is even more intense than the shit you see, you know, made up shit on TV.
Fried Drive.
Show.
Fuck Democrats
Nick with somebody.
too, by the way. And everyone else with a shitty tie on.
Yeah, fuck Democrats too. I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. But I'll tell you this. It wasn't the Democrats who voted for the guy who took the justices, replaced justices with justices who took women's rights away. And you know, this is going to happen, and no one's going to say anything to me about it because they know I'm right. And not a single Republican's going to try to defend this. They're just going to leave because that's the kind of cunts that they are. They literally can't stand to be called out on their own bullshit. Get called out on your own bullshit, you motherfuckers. This is what you got. You voted for Donald Trump. You took women's rights away, and you knew you were going to fucking do it because he didn't respect women at all, and neither did you. You didn't care about women's rights when you voted for Donald Trump. I'm not talking about Joe Biden because Joe Biden's a fucking rapist and a child sniffer as well. Right? Am I right? Can I get a let's go, Brandon? All right. Anyway. Let's go to not my content. I need to go to my library. Oh, I was watching from the other channel. That's not going to be too much of a problem here. That's the wrong channel again. Oh, shit. Hold on a second, guys. My whole shit just locked up. Huh? What the fuck? Oh, there we go. Main channel. Okay. History. Okay. I'm telling you, this is some of the greatest entertainment that you're going to watch anywhere. This is a 15-minute video. Okay, so let's just watch the whole thing. It gets more and more intense as it goes.
Social media bravery now that when you cuss M in person, they just freeze up and stare at you.
Look,
giving me more time to make M look fucking stupid.
I know. Listen. When they get into this childlike, they fall back into this childlike frame of mind where they're being persecuted, and that the whole thing, they perceive everything that you say to them as that you're yelling at them. You know? That's that whole fucking, they don't hear that. You're yelling at me. I'm tuning you out.
And I find it interesting that the FBI will tell us no interviews were conducted before July 31st. That apparently doesn't impact an ongoing probe. But between July 31st and August 8th, it does. Here's the good news. I already know the answer to it. I went and looked at the file. The first interview that I can find is on August the 11th of 2016, which is 11 days after it began, which makes me wonder, on August the 6th, so you hadn't interviewed anyone.
So you can see the guy's name is Peter Strzok. Well, I have a hard time remembering his name. It's a really weird name. But this is the guy. This is the FBI agent that was texting his girlfriend that he was cheating on his wife with.
That guy speaking is a real rat looker.
Saying that he wasn't going to allow, right? His excuse is he doesn't remember writing the text and he was drunk.
Visit Twitter.com.
It was late at night.
Nays Garden Show.
You're investigating this alleged Russian collusion with the Trump campaign. You're the lead investigator. You originated the investigation. You're the point of contact.
Did you choose the document, or did a buffalo suck on his fucking head?
And no, I was just going to make a comment about his hair. Disregard the stupid fucking hair. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this old man's trying to do with his hair, trying to look like a little boy head. It's fucking weird. So disregard the stupid hair because he is an incredible prosecutor. Listen to this shit.
And here you are before you've interviewed a single solitary witness saying F Trump. Then that same day, your colleague, Lisa Page, wrote, maybe you're meant to protect the country from that menace.
Look.
And you responded, I can protect the country.
I need to apologize. It's Lisa Page. I said Carter Page earlier, and it didn't seem right to me because Carter Page is another individual from another scandal, totally different than this one. So my bad.
At many levels, we're not even a week into an investigation that you originated, approved, or the contact.
He looks like the simple Rick clone from Rick and Morty.
You hadn't interviewed a single solitary soul until August 11th. And you're already promising to protect the country from that menace, Donald Trump.
Okay, so
and then on August,
understand he's referring to his personal text to his girl that he was trying to impress. That he said he was going to protect the country about Donald Trump. Now you guys know the context of what he's questioning about. He's talking about text messages.
It's the 8th. You still hadn't interviewed anyone. You're 8
top of the hour. You guys got to smoke for this.
Collusion with the Trump campaign.
No law regarding cannabis. Cheers.
And you got another.
This guy is a tyrant, man.
Colleague, Lisa Page.
He's a Tasmanian devil.
Trump's not ever going to become president, right? Right? And you replied, no, he's not. We'll stop it.
Ready, Cyber?
By the time you promised to stop him from becoming president on August the 8th,
no law regarding cannabis. Everybody top of the hour.
Mr. Gotti, so two answers to that. One, with regard to how many interviews had or had not been conducted, I have been directed by counsel for the FBI not to answer that question. Second, sir, I think it's important to take those texts in the context of how they were written and what they meant.
And someone may ask you that question, Agent Strzok, but I didn't. I asked you how many people you interviewed before you wrote it. If you want to get into context, let one of my other colleagues do that with you.
Isn't that great what he just said to that guy? So the smirk that you perceive on this guy, Cyber, that's just his natural expression. That's his facial expression.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just has that weird smirk look on his face all the time. You'll see.
Here's what I want to know. Who's the he and he's not?
He is then candidate Trump.
So when you said no, Donald Trump's not, in connection with the question going to become president, what's the it?
Chairman Gotti,
stop it.
Chairman Gowdy, that text needs to be taken in the context.
I'm asking, look, if you want to have a debate over a 2-letter word, we're going to have to do that some other time. What and who did you mean by it?
Mr. Gowdy, as I've stated, that text was written late at night in shorthand.
I don't care when it was written. I don't care whether it was longhand, cursive. I don't care about any of that. I want to know what it meant, Agent Struck.
It would be his candidacy for the presidency.
There it was.
Freelancer.
See, all he had to do was answer.
Peter tweeted today about how Lindell and them had their phones seized.
Peter tweeted today. This guy right here? About how Lindell and them had their phones seized. Huh. About how Mike Lindell, the pillow guy, had his phone seized. Cyber Reload.
Yeah.
You want to see a smirk, bro?
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
The whole time, bro, that dude has just got that total. That's a smirk, brother.
My sense that the American population would not vote him into office.
Right. Well, we hadn't gotten to the will yet.
Well, I'm trying to cut to the chase and explain the text.
The will is the American people. Is that right? That's your testimony. The will stop it. You were speaking on behalf of the American people. Is that correct?
Mr. Gowdy, what my testimony is and what I said during extensive asking of this question during my prior interview is I don't recall writing that text.
Are you denying writing the text?
What I can tell you is that text in no way suggested that I or the FBI would take any action to influence the candidacy of
Agent Struck, that is a fantastic answer to a question nobody asked.
Yeah, Mr. Gowdy, you asked
to you
is
Dr. Bash got kicked by a yak.
Dude, he just said that is a fantastic question that nobody asked.
Nobody answered.
I fucking love that. Can we hear that again, dude? That is the best response. That is a fantastic answer to a question that nobody ever asked.
To influence the candidacy of
Agent Struck, that is a fantastic answer to a question nobody asked.
Yeah, Mr. Gowdy, you asked
question to you is the will.
It's going to be permitted to answer the question posed?
After the conclusion of Mr. Gowdy's question, if there's a question that he has not had the opportunity to answer, he will be given additional time to do that. The witness will.
Well, you look forward to that.
Mr. Gowdy's now, and he will not be interrupted by others.
So your testimony.
His time has expired, Mr. Chairman.
Your testimony.
2.5 minutes.
It's going to be tough for me to get through it if I keep getting interrupted. Your testimony a couple of weeks ago was the we meant the American people, which I found confusing because on November the 7th, which is the day before the election, you said this. You were concerned that those same American people that you were speaking on behalf of might actually elect Donald Trump president. So you said, OMG, this is effing terrifying. I think we know what effing means. I'm pretty sure we have OMG down too. What was terrifying about those same American people you trusted to stop him in August, not stopping him in November? What was so terrifying about that, Agent Struck?
Mr. Gowdy, I do not have a copy of the transcript. We have not been provided that.
You don't have
a transcript. It's not the transcript, it's your text.
It's like it's not a transcript.
Mr. Gowdy, what I would say in that is, one, I was not referring to the American electorate at all. The American electorate, I respect in their decisions, and their right to vote is absolutely a cornerstone of our democracy. So at no time did I insult or call into question the judgment or the power of the American electorate. What I was expressing in that text is my...
See, he makes a good response, and you see he shuts up, and he kind of shuts down a little bit, but he listens because this guy is giving him good answers.
Freelancer.
Personal belief and my personal sense of how I saw and what I believed in the potential upcoming administration.
And see, that's what I find so confounding, because in August you blamed the we on the American people, that the American people would stop it because you don't want it to be you and Lisa
Mr.
Page,
Chairman,
and you don't want it to be the FBI.
I'm given 5 minutes to answer questions. We have indulged this harassment.
Hi, Tula.
Hi, sweet
The chair,
Judiciary and the Oversight Committee. I thought
the gentleman will suspend. The chair, in agreement with
The ranking members of both committees agreed that there would be liberality in the questioning by the chairman and the ranking members of each committee. The gentleman will continue.
All right.
What I find
Drive safely.
Mr. Chairman, we expect that liberality on every one of our questionings.
What I find confounding, Agent Strzok, is you were counting on the American people. That was the we you referenced in August when you said, we'll stop it. But the American people didn't stop it. He actually won. So then we go to March of 2017.
Let me just stop here for 1 second and just say what a badass my 80-year-old mother is. That she literally is like, bye, I'm leaving. She's running out in this massive storm to go pick up dinner. And she's going to walk through a parking lot in this massive storm and bring the food back and all that shit. And she has no problem doing that. She's so Florida. She's so used to these storms. Doesn't scare her at all, bro. She's such a badass. It's crazy. My mom, 80.
And you're already talking longingly about him resigning.
Longingly.
And then we go to the day that Special Counsel Mueller.
It's almost 7:10. Get ready.
That's March of 2017. March of 2016.
Counting down here.
You wrote, God, Hillary should win 100 million to 0. And I'm assuming Hillary would be former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton?
That's correct.
All right. In March of 2016, weren't you investigating her for potential mishandling of classified information?
We were.
Had you interviewed her yet?
No.
Had you interviewed more than 30 other witnesses that wound up being interviewed?
I would have to check the case file, but I'll take your representation.
Well, if she had said something incriminating in your interview that took place months later of her, would she have won 100 million to 0 then?
Judah Rose.
Likely not. No.
I'm a
well, then why wouldn't you wait until the investigation?
Right? She's a badass.
Before
I didn't want to go out in the storm.
Nominee and winning a general election against an opponent that hadn't even been named yet. 100 million to 0, Agent Strzok. That's how bad she should win.
Mr. Gowdy, those personal expressions of my observing the political process of the presidential primaries had no bearing on my actions of any investigation, to include the investigation of Secretary Clinton.
You couldn't think
or anybody else.
Cheers.
Sir, you couldn't think of a single person that would not vote for Hillary Clinton for president? 100 million to 0, Agent Strzok?
So that was clearly hyperbole,
Well, let's say it was hyperbole. Let's divide it by 10. How about we say it was hyperbolic and divide it by 10? 100 million divided by 10, I'm pretty sure it's 10 million. 0 divided by 10 is still 0. You couldn't think of a single solitary person that was going to vote for her for president before you interviewed her and while you were supposed to be investigating her.
Congressman, clearly that's not the truth. Clearly, I could envision millions of Americans who are likely and did vote for then candidate.
Well, you wrote it.
My point, sir.
Did you write it? Did you write that?
I did write that, sir.
Okay. Were you under duress?
He's being hyperbolic, and he's going to claim that it was late night and he was drunk and he doesn't remember.
Political expression engaging in hyperbole.
Were you under duress?
Asked and answered over and over again. The gentlewoman will suspend. The gentleman from South Carolina controls the time.
All right, we're going to go into one other time period. May 17th, 2017. Bob Mueller is appointed. Your friend Jim Comey's been fired. He's already leaked the memos to his law professor friend, and Mueller is special counsel. Do you remember how long it took for you to start talking about impeachment after Bob Mueller was appointed?
I don't, sir.
1 day. 1 day.
1 day.
And you were talking about impeachment. And for anyone who may have missed it the day after his appointment, Agent Strzok, you did it again 5 days later. Now, how many interviews had you done as part of the special counsel team within the first 5 days of his appointment?
You got?
Sir, again, same answer as before. I can't get into details.
Right, and the answer is also the same. It's 0. No interviews have been done.
I don't know if that's true or not.
No interviews had been done by August the 8th when you're talking about stopping him and how terrifying it would be for him to win and how you can protect the country. And no interviews have been done before you're talking about impeachment of the president. But no wonder Bob Mueller kicked you off of the investigation, Agent Strzok. My question is...
That was a smirk.
If you were kicked off when you read the text, shouldn't you have been kicked off when you wrote them?
Not at all.
Well, it wasn't the discovery of your text, Mr. Strzok. It was the existence of your bias that got you kicked off.
No, Mr. Gowdy, it wasn't. I do not have bias. My personal opinions in no way.
Well, then why did you get kicked off?
You guys,
why did you get kicked off?
Mr. Gowdy,
listen to the response that he's about to give here, guys, okay? Listen to this response, because now you know everything you need to know. This guy, he explained everything. He's like, you're writing all these texts to this woman, okay? And you're trying to handle cases that are around the people that you're talking shit about while you're texting about them, right? He makes a really good point. He holds a very important position at the FBI. He's not just some freaking, aide or something like that. He's got a high-ranking position.
Besides that, I doubt that a high-ranking FBI agent would get so drunk he don't fucking remember what he's doing.
Well, that might be true as well.
Gowdy, my understanding of why I was kicked off was that based on understanding of those texts and the perception that they might create.
Well, hang on a second, Agent Strzok.
Hear what he said about perception.
Perception.
Yes. Listen to what he says about perception. So what that means is he got kicked off the team of the investigative team because the boss wasn't like, dude, you can't be texting people talking shit about Donald Trump. Well, they didn't even probably, it was when those emails were released, I believe, was when, I don't know how they got a hold of that. I don't know how that whole thing went down. So I don't know the timing of that. But when they did dismiss him from that team, they weren't punishing him as much as they were saying what he's claiming that he was explained. We got to get you off here because it's going to look really bad in the media. The perception. That's what they're talking about.
Saying it was the perception. There are 13 Democrats on the special counsel probe, including one who went to what he hoped was a victory party. That's a perception problem, too. They weren't kicked off. You were. Why were you kicked off?
Mr. Gowdy, I cannot speak to Special Counsel Mueller.
No, you can't. But he made a really good point right there. See, that is why this is so intense, man. You watch this in real time like I did, and you're just like, they're like, he just made a good point too, man. Holy shit.
Did you talk to him?
These reasons why he did or
how long did you talk to him when he let you go?
In this answer the question.
Witness will be afforded the opportunity to answer the question if there is a question he wants to answer after Mr. Gowdy's done.
My recollection, it was a short meeting, somewhere between 15 to 30 minutes, probably around 15 minutes.
And your testimony is Bob Mueller did not kick you off because of the content of your text. He kicked you off because of some appearance that he was worried about.
My testimony, what you asked and what I responded to was that he kicked me off because of my bias. I'm stating to you, it is not my understanding that he kicked me off because of any bias, that it was done based on the appearance. If you want to represent what you said accurately, I'm happy to answer that question, but I don't appreciate what was originally said being changed.
I don't give a damn what you appreciate, Agent Strzok. I don't appreciate having an F.
Your good friend Chris is getting a haircut and buying a new Ford F350 with a winch forward/tailgate. Pretty cool, but it's hours away to pick up.
What color is it, AZJD? Right on, buddy. That's awesome. Bro, are you getting a 2023 or 2022? Let me know. Holy shit, man. That's got to be, bro, I'm going to guess and say that's got to be like what are those? Well, it's got to be like a $90,000 truck, right? How much are those? All set up like that with the winch tailgate. It's got to be like $90K, right? That's a fucking workhorse, baby.
FBI agent with an unprecedented level of animus working on 2 major investigations during 2016.
The chair recognizes the gentleman from Maryland, Mr. Cummings.
Mr. Chairman, can I respond to
answer the questions that you promised him he would have an opportunity to answer? He enjoyed 15 minutes of badgering of the witness. Can he be allowed now to answer as you promised, Mr. Chairman?
The gentleman will suspend. The witness at any time can ask for additional time to respond to any member's question if the time has been
too expensive.
You said you were going to give him that opportunity at the end.
I am giving him that opportunity.
Mr. Chairman, may I respond to?
Yes, you may.
Yes, you got it. Sir,
did you hear that? Did you hear what just happened? They're arguing whether or not he can respond to all of that shit. And when they ask him, they don't, he just says, he offers, he's like,
JD.
130,000 plus. Oh my God, dude. That's awesome. Congratulations, bro. Oh my God. they say never buy new, but for something like that, bro, you just don't want to have problems, man, you know? I bet that comes with a slamming warranty too, doesn't it? Don't get that sealer. Don't get that. That's how they get you. Don't get the sealant. All right, so this is about to be the best goddamn response you've ever fucking heard. Now, after everything that they have, now remember, they charged this guy with basically acting like a child while he was working. He was dilly-dallying around with one of his fucking co-workers, and it's unprofessional as fuck. Now, remember who this guy is. He's a fucking high-ranking FBI official, and he's been doing this for years. So now listen to his fucking response.
I think it's important when you look at those texts that you understand the context in which they were made and the things that were going on across America. In terms of the text that...
Oh, and while this is going on, look at Trey Gowdy's demeanor and expression. He gives him his full attention the whole time. Very professional, man.
We will stop it. You need to understand that that was written late at night, off the cuff, and it was in response to a series of events that included then candidate Trump insulting the immigrant family of a fallen war hero. And my presumption, based on that horrible, disgusting behavior, that the American population would not elect somebody demonstrating that behavior to be president of the United States. It was in no way, unequivocally, any suggestion that me, the FBI, would take any action whatsoever to improper.
Let me stop and just explain. So what he said is, I never thought Donald Trump, after what he pulled with that family, was ever going to become elected president. Never thought it'd be possible. That's what he said. He was like, he was acting like, don't worry, we got this. We're going to beat him, blah, blah, blah. He made a comment about Donald Trump in the text and could literally relate it to exactly what was going on politically on that day and why he said what he said. Man, that's powerful response, man. And that's something people can listen to and they can go back and check the dates,
Probably impact the electoral process for any candidate. So I take great offense and I take great disagreement to your assertion of what that was or wasn't. As to the 100 million to 1, that was clearly a statement made
Happy 420, everybody.
And using hyperbole.
No law regarding
recognize that millions of Americans were likely to vote for candidate Trump. I acknowledge that is absolutely their right. That is what makes our democracy such a vibrant process that it is. But to suggest...
That was beautifully said. Did you hear what he just said about the democracy here in the United States? You hear the way he stated that? And look at Trey Gowdy. Look at him.
Parse down the words of shorthand textual conversations like there's some contract for a car is simply not consistent with my or most people's use of text messaging. I can assure you, Mr. Chairman, at no time in any of these texts did those personal beliefs ever enter into the realm of any action I took. Furthermore, this isn't just me sitting here telling you, you don't have to take my word for it.
Listen.
At every step, at every investigative decision, there are multiple layers of people above me, the assistant director, executive assistant director, deputy director, and director of the FBI, and multiple layers of people below me, section chiefs, supervisors, unit chiefs, case agents, and analysts, all of whom were involved in all of these decisions. They would not tolerate any improper behavior in me any more than I would tolerate it in them. That is who we are as the FBI. And the suggestion that I, in some dark chamber somewhere in the FBI, would somehow cast aside all of these procedures, all of these safeguards, and somehow be able to do this is astounding to me. It simply couldn't happen. And the proposition that that is going on, that it might occur anywhere in the FBI, deeply corrodes what the FBI is in American society.
Let's take a hit look here.
Of their mission,
and let's just pause right here and say, what has the FBI been guilty of in the past? They've done some shit. And there's been a whole thing recently since this search over there at the Donald Trump Mar-a-Lago. And now all of a sudden, everybody's talking about the FBI. Oh, the FBI did this in 1960s. Oh, the FBI did this in the 50s. Oh, the FBI did this in the 70s. And they couped this, they couped that. They did this, they did that. They assassinated this person. So when you hear him defending the FBI like there's some shining star of good, understand, Trey Gowdy's over there thinking, yeah, that's a little hypocritical.
It's deeply destructive.
And they applauded. Now, you know, it was an interesting interaction, wasn't it? And it was fucking intense. And when you watch that in real time, when it takes 15 minutes to just sit through it and watch it in 15 minutes, and you listen to what they're saying, I was just totally paying attention to it, and I was just like,
AZJD.
I was like, yeah, this guy really fucked up at the FBI. They had to fire him, you know, they had to dismiss him from that investigation. I don't know if he got fired from his job or not. You could Google that. But Peter Strzok.
Naze Garden. Download Twitter or visit twitter.com and search at Naze Garden. At Naze Garden Show. At Truthian News for the full podcast experience. YouTube channel at Truthian News on Twitter.
Did Peter Strzok get fired from the FBI? We got to Google that. And if somebody could do that, it's a weird spelling on his last name, but it'll probably come up. Find out if he got fired or not, guys. I know he got dismissed from that investigation that he was on. But, you know, he was doing something very unprofessional. And, you know, the line of questioning was hyperbolic. He was making it seem like it was way more than just a little fling at work, that they were plotting against Donald Trump, you know? And Trey Gowdy sits there quietly, and that's the best part, man. He sits there quietly and lets him say everything he wants to say at the end. It's interesting, man. What do you guys think? Audience, chat. I'm going to go eat me some freaking veal parmesan and a salad and some garlic knots. Hey, the garlic Nazi's coming with the garlic nuts. Have I lost my audience? All right, well, I thought you guys were going to be interested in that, but you are not. So let me just say this. Love you guys. Sure my mom's going to be home soon. So I'm just going to call it a show since you guys aren't talking in my chat. All right?
Oh. Big Mark 83.
Oh. Well,
keep it open.
There's one person in the chat.
Hashtag keep it open.
Hey, there's Nick. When did you get here, buddy?
I've been here for about 20 minutes.
I didn't even know.
Just listening away.
So I'm doing
Josh G. Hash keep it open.
Yeah, worked on my daughter's car.
Tudor Rose. Listening. Dave C. Fishing. It's Peruing at my house.
It's pouring at your house? It's pouring here, too. Dude, this police officer, bro. You guys tell me what you think about this.
PSA to everyone out there. I'm speaking for myself, but I'm probably speaking for a large majority of other officers out there. If we're driving on the freeway in our police car, get the out of the way. Get the out of the way. If you merge and we follow behind you and we merge too, you're probably in trouble. Best way to find that out is get the out of the way. I can go 90 miles an hour. You can't. You can't do that. So get the out of the way. If us officers stay behind you long enough, we can find a reason to pull you over. So you might as well get the out of the way. Super simple. That's all. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Dave C. Fishing.
I love that she says you're welcome.
So cringe.
PSA to everyone out there.
Get the fuck out of the way.
But not for me. I see.
Get the fuck out of the way. What do you guys think about that?
What a bitch.
That's what I thought too, man. What a bitch. We're allowed to drive 90 miles an hour, she said.
Yeah, but just that if you drive long enough behind you,
Big Mark 83
to pull you over. That's
yeah,
really
that
bad,
was fucked.
Dave C.
That sentence alone.
At least they're being honest now.
We spent enough time behind you. we'll figure out a reason to pull you over. Exactly.
Josh G.
That pissed me off, too.
I say fuck that bitch. Tudor Rose. Ego bitch. Big Merc 83. Entitled Karen with badge.
You know, she wants to drive past as many cars as she can, because if she drives past as many cars as she can, her computers will be scanning each license plate and they'll find a violation that she'll be able to pull over.
Fried Drive. What a stupid bitch. She's probably fired by now. Cops have to obey the same traffic laws and have probable cause.
You guys realize
so
a lot
she
of these
to being a dirty pig.
Police cars have scanners on them.
Tudor Rose.
Literally read license plates.
I drive 92.
You guys know that, right?
Josh G. Emma, get in front of M and go 1 mile slower.
All right. You guys are fantastic.
Oh, yeah, they got dedicated.
I feel bad that my mom pulls up and I'm not helping her carry all the food in. So let me think. How much food is it? Oh, they'll probably put it in a box. 2 dinners, extra salad, nuts. It might be all right. But they put a lot of that in a box for her, probably. In a bag. Box in a bag. So this just kind of worked out perfectly. There is a perfect hole.
Fried Drive. I'm gonna tell cops to stay away from me or I'll plant drugs on M now. Big Merc 83.
You're gonna plant drugs on them.
Later nays #NLIC.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I love it, man. Oh my god, dude. That was so fucking fucked up and funny. Oh my god, man.
Big Merc 83.
Okay, there's only 14 people. I'm gonna slide out of here.
Keep it open.
Listen, I know we're having fun, but I gotta go eat pizza, and I want to be out in the garage to help my mom carry the food in. All right, so love you guys. Take care, and I will see you guys tomorrow, most likely, unless I do some sneaky night show, which I doubt. I don't see that happening. All right, see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Peace.